Damn, sometimes you just need to crack open a cold one in the summer. I'm just having a good old Sam Adams Boston Lager today. So today's video is a get ready with me that is all about a fresh faced look. This is the makeup look I go to when I don't have a lot of time. I want to look put together, but I want to do it in the least amount of time possible. Honestly, if I have like zero time or I'm in a huge hurry and I feel great about my skin that day, I'll just throw on some cream blush and curl my lashes and run out the door. But we're just gonna go ahead and imagine that we have a little bit more time to throw in some extra products. One of my favorite things to do, as you guys know, is to throw on a head wrap. I have a whole video about that. You can check out how I wrap my head wraps. I just think it's such a fun, funky accessory, and it's actually not that difficult, so I'm gonna link that video down below for you guys. First, I'm gonna go in with a really nice light moisturizer to prep my skin because that is very important. I'm gonna use my current favorite day moisturizer, which is the 4th Ray Turmeric Face Milk. Obviously, if you are going to be in the sun, I recommend throwing on an SPF. My favorite one is the Glossier Shield. I'm also going to use this as my eye cream. This is such a great skin prep product before foundation. It's not too heavy, but I'm moisturized. It is like a Goldilocks situation. I'm going to be using the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint today. This is in the shade G11. I'm a huge fan of tinted moisturizers. You guys know they're sort of my go-to foundation. My other two favorites are, of course, my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer and my Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. Oftentimes what I'll do is, if I want a little bit more coverage than this provides, because this is like the least amount of coverage I've ever found in a foundation. I mean, it's not really a foundation, it's technically a skin tint. I'm gonna mix it with my NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. The reason why I love this product is it really is just so light and thin. I just put a little bit of the NARS in. Most of what I'm using is that Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint. The reason why I love this product is because it is a your skin but better product. It looks like I'm not really wearing makeup. It just gives me a really nice flawless finish, and it's really, really easy to apply with your fingers, which is what's going to make this routine even easier today. You can see how much this literally looks like my skin. It's just kind of polishing everything. Now I'm going to use my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This is nice and light and moisturizing, so it's not gonna look too heavy in comparison to the foundation we just used. All of this is gonna be blended with our fingers today, guys. It's gonna be really easy breezy. I'm gonna go ahead and pat that into my eyelid as well, because we are not using eyeshadow today. This is going to be an eyeshadowless look. We're just toning the lid so it blends with the rest of our skin. I oftentimes have a little bit of discoloration and redness on my eyelids, which can make me look tired. Okay, moving on to cream blush. Today I'm using my Stila Cream Blush in the color, guys, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think I pronounced it like 7 different ways. It's either Gerbera, 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 potato, who's to say? Anyway, that is the shade, and it's a really nice coral shade, which of course is my go-to when I just want to look perked up. See how fresh that looks? I mean, that literally looks like I got 9 solid hours of sleep. Did I? Probably not. So now I'm just going to very lightly set my face with my e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. So a couple videos ago, I was talking about that movie Hot Tub Time Machine and how it's basically sort of like a Back to the Future plot. And I had said that I'm not like a huge fan of Back to the Future, and I think some people like flipped their shit about it. I just want to say I don't dislike Back to the Future. It's something that I didn't grow up with, and I feel like it's one of those movies where it's like a nostalgia movie, right? It's so fantastic if you grow up with it and it's so iconic. But if you go back and watch it, never having seen it as a kid, it doesn't have quite the same epicness to it. I can still respect it for what it is, so please don't unsubscribe. So I grew up in 1983. I'm technically a millennial. I'm at the older end of the millennial spectrum. I feel very grateful to still be one of the people who remembers what it was like to not have cell phones, not have the internet, not have all those things, which means of course I am a child of the 80s, but I was like a baby during that time. So I don't personally remember a lot about the 80s, but during the 90s, I feel like all I did was go back and watch a bunch of 80s stuff. So guys, I had this VHS of Inner Space. I wore that shit out. I was obsessed with Dennis Quaid. It was like a whole thing. I mean, what a ridiculous plot for a movie, but you know what? It was the 80s. Like, anything goes, I guess. Other favorite movies of mine, Pretty in Pink is one of my all-time favorite movies. I think I watch that movie at least once a year. I will always be in love with James Spader. I don't care how much of a dick he is. I used to have a huge thing for Andrew McCarthy, but in recent years I've gone back and watched that movie and I cannot handle his hair. Did you know that in the last scene of Pretty in Pink, that is a straight up wig that he's wearing, which is actually really comforting to me because it made me feel like, okay, thank God there's no way he would actually personally wear his hair like that. It was just like a flat, hideous helmet situation. Whoever the wig person was on that movie, maybe in that moment, look at your life and look at your choices. Dirty Dancing, duh, of course. Patrick Swayze was one of my all-time obsessions. Patrick Swayze in that movie, I was so in love with Johnny, like it made me ill. Like I would literally feel sick to my stomach that Johnny and I couldn't be together. And then what else? What were the other movies I liked? Oh, well, of course, Footloose. Kevin Bacon wins over an entire uptight town by dancing his ass off. Who doesn't want to see that? Currently playing on the Norwegian Joy. We're done with the setting of the face. Now we are going to move on to brows. And you'll notice when I set my face, I also made sure to set my eyelids because you don't want any creasing. So make sure you set your eyelids with the perfecting powder. Now I'm going to take my Glossier Boy Brow. This is just the easiest brow product for me. Definitely found things that are kind of comparable, but I certainly haven't found anything that's better in terms of just a really quick and easy product that you just can't get wrong. One and done. I kind of personally love this look without mascara, so if you want to just eliminate a step and you're comfortable with baby eyes, it's a phrase that my mother coined. Thank you, Donna. She always says that I look like I have baby eyes when I'm not wearing eye makeup, and it's her favorite look. So maybe I should just keep it like this and call it the baby eyes look. You know what? Actually, no. I don't think I'm gonna put mascara on. I think I am gonna keep it baby eyes. Hashtag baby eyes, make it a thing. Wow, I just really shortened the hell out of this routine. We are going to use a little bit of powder blush, and I chose one of my favorite blushes of all time. The reason I chose this for this look is because it's a blush and it has some shimmer to it. So you're kind of getting a blush and a highlight in one. This is the Laura Geller Baked and Brightened blush in the color Tropic Hues. Also, can we just talk about how satisfyingly gorgeous this product is in the pan? You see just like a little bit of shimmer there. It's nothing like crazy blingy. It's just really fresh. I guess that's what we're going for today, guys. Some fresh ass skin and some baby eyes. Okay, and we're already at the last step of the routine, and that step is some juicy lip gloss. I'm going to be using my ColourPop So Juicy Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Make It Savvy. ColourPop So Juicy Lip Gloss, good job! Okay guys, so this is the finished look, and it really is one of my favorite looks to rock. It really brings out your natural beauty, and I have to say, there is something so refreshing about seeing a woman who just feels confident in her own skin. She doesn't have to wear eye makeup. She's just kind of feeling her own natural beauty, and that's what this look is all about. One of the people who I just look to currently as a standard of beauty is Alicia Keys. Of course, she is naturally stunning, and she is really giving you a no makeup situation. It's so powerful, it's so confident, and it is so sexy. Give it a whirl. Feels really freeing. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. If you guys are enjoying my content, please do hit that subscribe button and also that little notification bell right underneath the video. That is going to alert you anytime I drop a new video. Rock those baby eyes, girl!